which was like doable, but it was a pain in the ass, you know? I like did not go to class at all this week.
How come?
I didn't feel like it. Well, actually, it's funny. On Thursday, I didn't go because I missed the bus, and then because it only goes once an hour, I would have been late to my class, and I was just like, it's not worth it to be late, so I just didn't go.
Mhm.
So
Last year there was a lot more buses. Like it was a lot easier to get there. It felt like there was a lot more buses in the last half hour of the hour that came. But now I hitchhike.
And by then, other people were like, screw this.
Fuck it.
And 3 people hitchhiked. And I was like, damn, I really should have said something to the lady. Like, I should have gotten in that car too, but I just, like, didn't.
I usually have to hitchhike because I can't make the buses, the goddamn buses. Yeah, I never make them. They always pass me, or they just don't come.
Well, usually, like, I only take it to school, so it's like half full most of the time. Usually with like half students. It's like half people commuting to work in Santa Maria.
it's a positive thing for me because I get where I need to go and I don't have to pay for gas. And, you know, I'm able to use it because I have a bike, so I can pretty much get to a bus stop wherever I am, you know.
I mean, it only comes once an hour, though. I have classes that start at like 9:30, and then the buses leave at 6 minutes after every hour, and they're supposed to get there like right at 9:30, but they're always late, so I have to take the bus an hour earlier. So then I'm at school for like an hour early. Nothing to do.
That sucked. I always feel dirty on those buses.
On the public bus. Why do you feel dirty?
Well, because it's like they pack it so full because there's not enough buses running that they have to like squeeze us in there like sardines. And it's like you've got people just touching you everywhere.
So it seems like the Metro has cut back on some of their buses, and then I'm mostly bike, but I've heard a lot of people talk about buses just passing them by when they're standing there waiting. And if I was waiting for a bus, I'd be really annoyed if like I planned and I needed to get somewhere, and I was like when the bus was supposed to be there, and it just drove past me. So it seems like that'd be a really big problem if you're trying to rely on something and it's unreliable. Then I think that's a big challenge. The city buses are full and someone's trying to get to class and then they say, oh, I couldn't because my bus didn't stop for me.
Yeah, there'll be like people at the Bay Mission bus stop who just get passed by because the buses are full, like 16.
The way the contract works with the Metro is we negotiate a rate and they click on, every time someone comes onto the bus with the Metro, they click it as a ride, and then they charge us at the end of a month how many rides were on that bus. But we are constantly trying to balance the funds, and so we're going to try to serve the most people most of the time.
Most of the money we get, we want to invest in tourist attractions. And like a majority of our money comes from tourists, and tourists don't want to ride the bus.
I would want more money to definitely go into the public transportation system, just so that we could have more buses going. I'm not asking for like every 5 minutes a bus coming around, but maybe every 20 minutes. That would be cool, you know.
Or at least every half an hour.
Yeah, or at least every half an hour, right?
We want nice roads, nice sidewalks, That's why like they redo pretty much that part of Grover Beach. They redid all the sidewalks and everything. We put a lot of money into our roads, but not a lot of money into our buses.
Right now, the way it is in this town, if you miss the bus, you're going to be an hour late for whatever you're doing. But if you're, like, going to work, people get fired over that shit, you know what I mean? People get fired over that shit, you know what I mean?
It's not reliable.
And we had to squeeze on, and people were just, like, super uncomfortable, all squished in there. And it was so hot.
The goddamn buses.
I think we want to be sensitive to bus drivers who are worried about their jobs.
But I think a lot more people would take it if it was better.
It's such a catch-22 though, because it's like more people will ride it if it's better,
Yeah.
and they'll make it better if more
When
people
ride it. Yeah.
They're trying to, like, cater to the needs of a bunch of people because a bunch of people are riding it.
I don't know, there's so many people here, and there's like so many kids, you know, that might not have their driver's license and stuff. It just seems like so much
That's
sense to make like the buses accessible, but they're not.
It was, like, really nice. It's just weird, like, different experiences that you could have with the bus system. And I made that one.
We got the mother and the kids, we got the guy and his date. We all get mad, we all get late. Looks like somebody forgot about us. Standing on the corner, waiting for a